2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing on first down is Carr. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
And he'll just get rid of it.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now Carr again. Now this goes out wide for Drake. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Tua now on first down. Steps away to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. That left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength. Tua now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waddle. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And that is where Darren Waller really excels. He led all NFL tight ends in yards after the catch in 2020. Another nice effort here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 7-7, our score after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr going to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got it in, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered.
There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10.
Raiders 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
Well, this labor coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff. They have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tua going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. To try again after the sack. Carr. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's Gaskin. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action to Drake, now Carr. And that's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It was Cleveland Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle. Now on 2nd and 13. Tua escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Tua being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Trayvon Mullen. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. X into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators.
He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bryan Edwards, 75 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From midfield, here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's letting this one go for 4. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Another run with Gaskin. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Tua throwing here, complete to Gaskin.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Carr's throw here into the hands of Jones.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that will be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Carr to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. That catch good for only a couple.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Tua steps away to his left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tagovailoa. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Carr. Now this This goes out wide for Drake. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this is caught. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the by themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also, the sideline just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And give them a gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the